away, dreaming of flammable clouds, bends unconsciously now down my throat. We can get away with that kind of behavior, but they put the stars far away, didn't they? They put them far away. They put the stars far away. After the time of the long kisses, I have a face. It's in the window now, I see. It's a chalky imposition in the dark. I keep it as well as I reckon I should, but it still gets away when they bring the thing back. And I see it in the light of day. They put the stars far away. La 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 la, they put them far away. They put the stars far away. After the time the trees went mute for good. They're good friends, the pylons, blind as a dollar. They follow one another to stillness, and they crackle with toil and success. We command the best, the best. Yes, we're allowed to command the best of the metal, but they put the stars far away, didn't they? La 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 la, they put them far away. They put the stars far away. The first time we screamed, the first time we opened our teeth. Fair enough, really. What would you do with the stars? Try and smoke them? I know I would. I mean, I'd try and smoke the stars. I mean, you know what we did. You know what we did to the atom. You know what we did to the atom. You know. You know what we do to each other. You know what we do to each other. You know what we do to each other sometimes. They put the stars far away. La 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 la. Fair play. Like that, boss. Yes, like that. Oh, I love it. I love finding out what people are gonna do. It's a bit like, you know, I make a new band every time, and I feel like I have a responsibility to make sure that some of the players have never met before, as if I'm throwing a party or something. I think it's more like making a party. I think I've got confused about whether or not I'm running a band or throwing a party. I'll play some saxophone now. Let's play that one that goes da da da. He knows, he definitely has the chords, but if you decide that you want you know the chords as well, feel free. If in doubt, yes. There's a bit at the end where it sort of repeats.
Yeah, yeah.
And if in doubt, yes. And that goes for everyone out there listening. I think you're amazing. I think we're very lucky. We're really lucky about your humanity. I think it's unbelievable. start. Like this. Happy birthday, everyone.
My God, wasn't that good? I'll tell you what. What is music? What is? Gus, let's get you up to a mic. Hang on. You come over to here. Are we on the right one there? I think we are.
What is music?
What is music? Is it a higher form of language?
I'm not sure, boss. Anyone else? Any feelings about what music is?
I mean, seriously.
I like that idea.
It's a higher form of language.
Come up to a mic.
James reckons it's a... Yeah, James is enjoying
Well,
that.
I'm really stealing your idea, Dexter, but the idea that it's the expression is something that you can't otherwise express.
I mean,
using mere words.
You guys here today, I mean, you're the perfect act for the situation, because the situation was that we hadn't really sound checked you.
That's right.
We line checked you.
I prefer it that way.
And we just threw you in it. In
That's
the deep
right.
end, you've got to roll with the punches, you know.
I think it's more like, well, I had this show every month, Peach, where I made a new band every month so that we didn't have time to rehearse it, and so that it brought different communities together. One of the things that I found is that if you remove preparation, and no one can lean on the preparation, they have to lean on something else, and it demands that you provide something else, something bigger like love, or something harder to define that is there to lean on when you can't lean on the preparation.
It's like, for me, it's like it cultivates sensitivity. You know, you're sensitive. You've got to be, to make it work. You have to be sensitive
These
to
players,
each other.
the things that these players did just now,
was magical.
I could never have prepared those things. And so we play these games before the show happens, and I remind the characters I'm playing with that the best things we'll do are the things that no one can prepare, that just happen because someone responds to someone else, and then someone else responds to that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, completely.
Yeah. I think the idea of play and playfulness is really important, and we do know the tunes a little bit beforehand, but Gus calls them his toys, and that's the operative word there, is that you're given this toy and you just see what you can kind of make with it. It's like
that's
a
right.
Lego set of musical idea or something.
A palette.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It was so wonderful having you back here, Gus.
It's wonderful to be back.
It is back. It is wonderful. I mean, sorry, I'm getting words confused. That did move me. It really moved me. It was. I had to just sort of sit down and just let it wash over me. It was great.
I believe you, Dexter, and I'm blessed that you should say so. It's wonderful to be back. I'm humbled that you have me back.
If people want to come and see you, I mean, you're talking about Peach there. I mean, you did a gig recently, I know, at Paper Dress Vintage, but anything else in the pipeline?
I did not play recently at Paper Dress
Did you not?
Vintage. No, we played Hangar in London Fields.
Oh, okay.
A big
Paper Dress Vintage is coming.
And we sold it out. No, I'm not booked at Paper Dress. I've never played there.
Okay.
I have been there many
Putting
times.
something on there.
Oh, I am working with someone on it. Yeah, I do not have a show there. I'm not performing there.
Okay,
but
you're involved
I'm involved in a wonderful show that's happening there soon. Yeah, absolutely. But like in terms of a band show, no, we recently sold out Hangar at the London Fields.
Good night.
We had a time unlike any I've had before.
How many performers were you working with that night?
We had Sarati Korwa, we had Danalog, and we had Donna Thompson, Hannah Miller, and on the bill was Bellatrix.
Yeah, lovely.
I've never had a time like that, boss.
Bellatrix is the woman who makes music with her mouth.
She does beatbox. She's a beatboxing champion.
Yeah.
But she's also she is a bassist, and but it's like an incredible theatrical performer.
Okay.
She's exceptional. Yeah, get her in, boss. Get her in.
Should. Yeah.
Get her in.
I thought about it before. I don't know why I haven't. Maybe I tried to. I can't remember.
Yeah.
So no gigs in the pipeline, but you have come in again bearing gifts, which is again a nice thing. I've got here in my hand a CD of Alabaster dePlume, The Corner of a Sphere, but this is a kind of a re-release with an extra CD.
We've just put out If in Doubt, Yes, The Corner of a Sphere live and remixed. Rosie Plain remixed one of the tunes. Hero Amma from Teleman remixed one of the tunes. Thomas Ragsdale, and this has just come out. It's on Bandcamp. It's on streaming services. It's available on CD, and it's come with the repress of the vinyl, the red repress. red vinyl repressing of the album. We sold it out last year, but we've made new ones, and you can get this new live remix thing before.
Available in all good record shops, no doubt.
I've never had a remix album before.
Yeah. Is it a dancey? When I hear the word remix, I think dance. Is that how people have interpreted it?
It is. Well, it's not. It's not entirely.
Okay.
But it kind of partly is.
Yeah.
It's more like yeah. It's partly dancey. Yeah.
And in terms of new material, you strike me as someone who's probably bashes a new tune out almost every day, no?
I work a lot. Yeah, I just bash them out. Just bash them out.
Another tune, Gus, come on.
Just kick them out. Yeah. Well, I do love making things. I sang a new song at Hangar the other week, the other night. It's called What Are We Doing? Shut Up. And I had a great time singing that. But James and I are also actually working on a collaboration with Joshua Idehin, who you might know, who speaks with, he's got a band called Benin City.
Yes, I've heard of
the Sons of Kemet.
Yeah.
He speaks with Sons of Kemet.
Yeah.
Joshua has a beautiful voice and a great words. He's employed me to make music for him to say the words on. We're recording this release this month. It's with a harp player and so various other things. I'm also working on a collaboration with Danalog.
Right, so lots going on.
Quite a lot, yeah.
We've mentioned lots of people that you've worked with at Hangar, etc. But let's just I'd like you to run through who you have here in the room. I know I've mentioned their names, but
right here in the room we've got James Howard and Dimmy the Greek. These guys are playing in a band called Blue House, and which is on Faith and Industry. This is the label that Capital K, who produced my album, has got going on.
He was actually supposed to bring you a copy of it today. I don't know where he's gone.
Capital
K was supposed to be
got
here.
waylaid.
Yeah, he was here. Yeah.
He was going to play flute.
He was going to come and play flute. He has not
we'll
done.
Get you a copy though.
But he has got a really nice label, and he's putting your excellent records out.
He's not all bad.
And what is the name of your other group, boss? Pre-Goblin.
Oh,
Pre-Goblin.
You're in I've had Pre-Goblin on the show, but it was a solo performance by Alex. Yeah. So, but I look forward to hearing the full thing.
And
Olivia.
James also plays in Thomas Nation. He's got his own projects.
Okay.
Olivia Moore, on the violin. She is an old friend of mine who is also my teacher, and she taught me in. Back in the day in Manchester, she was teaching me some Indian classical, and she's got a group called the Owl Ensemble, and she's got not anymore. She's working on new projects now.
Okay.
But she's come down to London. It's great. It's a blessing to have her down. She performed on Peach actually. I can't remember which one it was. It was like in the first year or so, she gave a magical solo performance of a rag. Was it Rag Bhairavi?
No, Bihag.
The Rag Bihag.
Rag Bihag.
She gave a beautiful performance of a rag.
Talking of teachers, musical teachers, is there a key kind of lesson that you've taken? Is there one thing that you always fall back on as a kind of
Well, funnily enough, I was
mantra?
just telling. I don't know. I think everyone should have a teacher and a pupil. I think would be a good thing.
Yeah.
But I think, and I don't really know anything. But one of the things in terms of playing saxophone is some of the stuff that Olivia here taught me, which is about playing a single note as softly for as long as possible, as softly as possible, with control over how it begins and how it ends, and remembering to play it with a sincere feeling, but a control over over how it happens. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
But there's loads of things to do. But
that's a good one. Yeah, no, that's a good one. I can imagine that must really hone, discipline in a way, and
I think it's good for your head
strength
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the
breathing strength.
Saxophone, it's more like this lip.
What do you call that again? The
embouchure.
Embouchure. Yes.
I had to develop my embouchure. Yeah.
My dad was a sax player, and I remember him talking about that, and I've never been able to remember the word. And I've asked other sax players and always thought it was Frobisher or something, and they've got confused when I said it. So you've now reminded me.
Oh, well, can I mention that we're going to be playing at We Out Here Festival?
Yeah.
Do you know about this?
Not really.
The Giles Peterson We Out Here Festival in... I was looking up the date.
Somewhere in Europe?
No, it's in... Here. No, I'm on a bunch of things in Europe, actually. I'm in Brussels for like 3 times this month, but I just wanted to mention they've just announced the We Out Here lineup, and I'm playing that.
Where do we point people online to keep up with you, Gus? Alabaster.
Alabaster dePlume on Instagram or Facebook.
Brilliant.
It's the best way.
Well, I've got one eye on the clock. We're at the end of the show.
You're really good at this, boss.
Thank you very much. It's
You're
lovely
smashing it.
lovely
really nice.
We should mention you've got a radio show on Worldwide Radio?
I've got a radio show on Worldwide FM. It's called Realistic Behaviour, because whatever we do, it is by definition real. And I bring live musicians on, and we make tunes, and I play original music. It's on the next one is Thursday 21st.
Great. Alabaster dePlume and the band, thank you so much. Thank you, of course, as well, to...